Exercise 29. A company has 60 employees. So we have a total of 60 employees. If an employee is selected at random, the probability of selecting a supervisor is 0.20. If an employee who is not a supervisor, so not a supervisor, the probability that the employee works in operations is 0.5. Okay, so from the way this exercise is set, we can clearly see that it gives us two characteristics regarding the employees. The one is that they might be working as supervisors or not, and the other one is that they might be working in operations or not. So with these two, I could construct a two-way frequency table. Here I would put supervisors, non-supervisor, and here operations and not in operations. In a two-way frequency table, in a two-way table, basically, it could be not just with frequencies, it could be with relative frequencies, it could be with probabilities like here. We always put, if there are there, the total row and total column. And we know that at the end, since now we are working with probabilities, the total size or the biggest probability should be 1. Now, let's see what we were given. The probability of selecting a supervisor, so that's a marginal probability, whether that supervisor is in operations or not, the probability of selecting a supervisor is 0.20. So this means that here we would get 0.20, and that means that here we would get 0.8. If an employee who is not supervisor, so not supervisor, so out of all these, if he is selected at random, the probability that that person works in operations is 0.5, which means that out of all non-supervising employees, 0.5, which means 50%, is in operations. So if it's 50%, here we would get 0.4, 40% of the entire company. But 40% of the entire company means 40% of 60 employees, which is equal to 24. And this means that the right answer for this question would be C.